Center in Faribault is brought back by popular demand, the Belt Buster. 3 sizes to choose from with Basher's famous ribs, pulled pork, chicken, and brisket all included. It's a hunger buster. Basher's provides catering service for funerals, bridal showers, any of your special occasions. In addition to bowling, Basher's Battle Axes throwing game is available by appointment Friday through Sunday from 4 until closing. Faribault's Fun Center with awesome food to boot is Basher's Faribault Center. Go to faribault.com for directions and see a menu. G&H Property Management is a full-service real estate management company. Services include property management, association management, and real estate sales. G&H Property Agent Royal Ross and the entire team of professionals value being authentic, trustworthy, approachable, and offer a high-quality, customizable service for all your real estate necessities. Royal can assist if a property needs management expertise or is difficult to manage and needs assistance. He also specializes in sales and leasing of commercial properties. G&H Property Management located in Depot Square Properties in Faribault.
Good morning, everyone. We are not live at Basher's, the Faribault Center. This week we had to do a little taping ahead of time again because, well, as you're listening to this, I'm probably on the road to St. John's University in Collegeville, Minnesota, the season finale for the Carleton Knights as they take on the Johnnies, who are leading the division in the Northwoods. And this is the final regular season game. After today's games, championship week will be determined. That will be the placement of the schools in each of the divisions. I'm thinking that Carleton will be in third place in the division and might be tied with St. Olaf, and they beat St. Olaf, so they would have the tiebreaker there. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll find out when the game is over. And, of course, we have on KDHL the St. Olaf Oldies in their season finale, I believe against the Gustavus Adolphus Gusties, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Royal Ross is with me, and Royal, certainly appreciate you coming in and doing this ahead of time so we could hit the road.
Oh, my pleasure, Gordy. No problem at all. Do you want me to speak a little bit about Basher's?
Absolutely.
Our incredible host every Saturday, well, almost every Saturday when we're there, but our record's pretty darn good, I think. So Basher's does have some great things coming up. They have Moonlight Bowling on November 19th, starts at 8 o'clock. Sign in about 7:30 or so. Little colored pin action, have some fun. Then, for Thanksgiving, they are doing takeout Thanksgiving meals. So you can order your meals there, and you don't have to worry about all that pesky cooking stuff. You don't have to worry about cleaning up all those pots and pans. So, folks, if you're looking for a delicious Thanksgiving meal, get your order in at Basher's. They start taking orders next Monday. So in just a few days from now, get your order in, folks. The food will be awesome. I guarantee it.
You tell me what's on the menu?
I wish I could, but I can't because it's a little bit too far in advance for that right now. Donnie didn't have that ready for me, but I guarantee it'll be all the good Thanksgiving staples, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah. Turkey with all the trimmings, cranberries, all that good stuff.
I'm sure.
Some stuffing, maybe, mashed potatoes.
Absolutely. Stuffing, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Probably a veggie.
Probably some ham. Yeah, it'll be good. I'm hungry now.
Yeah, I know. That happens to me, too. But you're right. Never a bad meal at Basher's.
Nope. Come on out. You can have the Gordy special. That's the barbecue chicken, bacon, and onion pizza. That's his favorite. It's pretty tasty.
It is my favorite pizza. My favorite, though, is the ribs.
Oh, yeah. You can't go wrong with those.
Nope. So come on out. Basher's serves breakfast on the weekends like nobody's business.
Absolutely. Every Saturday and Sunday, come on out for breakfast. Great menu there, and the breakfast is just awesome.
Royal's favorite is a sandwich.
Yep, the Basher's sandwich. A little egg and some. I like the sausage patty myself. It's got some cheese. I prefer mine to be on an English muffin, but you can get it made a little different ways.
That's the beauty of Basher's too, right? Special orders don't upset them.
Yep. Just like the old saying from somebody else in the food business: special orders don't upset them. They'll do whatever they can to help you out and make you enjoy your meal.
Yeah, if you want peanut butter on your toast, they can provide that.
Oh, absolutely. They got peanut butter. They got
Peanut butter in your pancakes. Have you ever had that?
I put peanut butter on my pancakes and my French toast all the time. I love it.
It is delicious. A lady at church got me on the peanut butter on pancakes. I had never done it. I was probably in my 30s at the time. She said, "You ever had peanut butter on pancakes?" I said, "No, it was good."
Oh, I love it. Like I said, I put peanut butter on French toast and pancakes all the time with my maple syrup.
So we're going to hop to it here and get to our taped interviews on our Bashers Farrell Bowl Coaches Show. We're going to visit here with Willie Clapp. He is standing at St. Olaf College as they're warming up on Friday. We're taping this with Willie as the ladies were with us last week. Delightful young women you get to work with, Willie. They were a joy.
Hey, Gordy. Yeah, welcome from glorious St. Olaf in our indoor track because we got some true cross-country weather this weekend. It's about 35 degrees today, and it looks like it's going to be about 30 and rainy tomorrow for our races.
What's that like weather-wise? Is it good running weather?
You know, it's better than it was earlier this week because that 70 and hot, that gets kind of on the dangerous side of things because, you know, we're just not used to it. And then you get hot and your body starts to shut down and you're at least me personally, much rather prefer the cold and just suffering through it than getting hot and potentially having your body shut down like that.
Yeah, how about running in the rain?
Yeah, it's not too much of a concern. We are the fifth race of the day, and the ground's really hard out here, so I don't think we're going to have too much of footing issues. But, you know, that's a lot of runners coming through, potentially through rain all day. So there might be some muddy spots. Just makes it a little slower, makes it a little more memorable.
Well, it sounds like you're going to have a run here. We had some freshmen out last week that qualified individually as well as the team.
Yeah. So, you know, like half our team are freshmen. So we got a lot of good years ahead of us and had a lot of excitement because the maturity level of freshmen is a little bit different from the maturity level of the juniors and seniors. So, you know, Bryn was 57th last year, so she's looking to place a little bit better this year, and Claire should be right with her. So, yeah, Bryn Beardsley and Claire Linneman looking to do something a little bit on the individual side of the race, as well as helping our team with lowering their score.
St. Olaf has a lot of hills. I know you've told us before that you love hills.
Yeah, well, it's not that we love them. It's just that we're good at them because anywhere you run in Faribault, you seem to run up the hill. So, you know, Winona, Red Wing, Faribault, we're just kind of always teams that are good at running hills. So you look for your advantage, and hills are one of them. The first mile just kind of rolls with the hills. Second mile is pretty flat. It goes around a pond. And then the third mile, it's called the hill loop. And you basically climb it for a quarter mile. And then you come down it. And then from there, it's, you know, the height of the hill, and you come down to the finish line. And it's a really, really memorable finish. You come down kicking pretty hard if you have anything left.
Yeah, ladies couldn't remember how many runners will be participating on Saturday. Do you know?
Yeah, so we have 16 teams of 7 and then 6 individuals in every section. So it comes out to about 160. I think it's 164. So yeah, it's a small representation of our sport, that's for sure. So we're definitely honored to have 7 ladies on the line.
And they all start at the same time, right?
They all start at the same time. The nice thing about being the team is we have our own individual box, and so we get to do it all together with 7 of us having one experience instead of, you know, a runner from Austin and then a runner from Red Wing and then a Faribault runner. So that's the coolest part is, you know, it gets kind of lonely this whole weekend. So they get to do it all as a team, 7 runners and the 2 alternates, and just like enjoying today all together.
So then those ladies are going to all start out together. At what point do they separate?
It's pretty quick. So the course starts off with about a 200-meter straightaway. Honestly, by the end of the 200 meters, it's, you know, down from the 160 herd to about, you know, 10 to 15 across. And they have a half mile where it's a really wide course. And by the end of the half mile, they're down to, you know, 5, 6 running across. You'll definitely always be running with someone on this course and with the number of teams and individuals here. But it's not like a marathon race where it's thousands, you know, that are just nonstop starting off. So our girls will get into their pace pretty quickly. They're It's really nice that we have both Claire and Bryn running together, so they'll settle into their pace together. And then pretty much our other 5 that have been running together, so they'll start running their pace pretty much as soon as they turn off that straightaway.
Do you go over strategy with them, realizing their strengths?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've got girls that they can kind of maintain that, running to the wall longer. We've got girls that are, faster at the end. You got girls that like to start off fast and hang on. We've got girls that like to, start off slower and pick people off. So, it's all about just getting to the finish line as fast as you can and in the best position you can.
Right. So you got a myriad of different style of runners that you have to come up with plans with.
Yep. And usually the best plan is your plan. So whatever you think's going to run the best is the plan that's going to work the best. So, we really work with the runners to come up with what they feel like will be the fastest way they can run. And we just set that plan into motion and see what they do on race day.
Have all these ladies have personal best times this season?
Yeah. We're all the 7 that are running, they've all had personal bests. We had a really fast day in Waseca, and that's where a lot of our best times ended up. Bryn and Claire ran best times at conference, and they were good best times. Like, they were 40, 50 seconds faster than what they've been running. So, that is definitely part of the goal of this race, is just to run your best race of the year. We were kind of slow at our section meet because I think the course was just non-conducive to running fast times. You really couldn't get started in your rhythm, because by the time you were running straight, you were either turning again or running up a hill or curving somehow. So I think that really affected our time this last week. But yeah, our racing was good.
Where was the section held again?
That was down in Albert Lee, at Bancroft Bay disc golf course. So it was really cool what they did. They cut a whole cross-country course right in the middle of a park for us. So it was definitely true cross-country, because it was just a prairie that they mowed a path for us.
And the St. Olaf course, we already established the fact that it's hilly. The girls said, of course, they were there last year, that they liked the course.
Yeah, it's been here since that Halloween blizzard. So it was up at the U, I believe, and they tried to push everything as south as they could after that in 1991. So we're looking at this the 31st year that it's been here at St. Olaf. It does kind of cross back and forth, and that's really nice for spectators, because it's just lined the whole way. You got a half mile straightaway, and it's 3, 4, 5 spectators deep. So, and it kind of hits you about halfway into the course. It really picks you up, and then you have kind of a restricted area, and then it's really quiet. And then 4 or 5 minutes later, then you come right back to where all the people are. So it definitely takes a little bit of mental preparation to be ready for that, because this is definitely going to be the most spectators we've had all year on the course. And if you get kind of lost in that and you go too fast right away, it's going to make for a long 5,000 meters.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. Adrenaline's got to be involved here, right?
Yeah, definitely. So that's why we work with them all season, just to, by the time you get to this point, it's just, all right, it's one more. We've done 8 or 9 races, so let's get ready just like we've done before, and just our goal is to go out and run the best we can and just have the best race of our season.
Well, hopefully some of your ladies can come out again next week and we can visit with them. Thanks, Willie. If you'd like to come out, you're more than welcome to, too.
That'd be a lot of fun. Thanks, Freddie. Have a good weekend.
Willie Clapp, he's the head girls cross-country coach for the Faribault Falcons, participating in today's state meet at St. Olaf College in Northfield. So it's right in Rice County here. They don't have to go too far, right? And it was a delight to visit with them last week. Awesome young ladies. And hopefully they'll be able to visit with us next week. Thanks to Willie for his time, as we will continue rolling along here in our taped Faribault Coaches Show from Bashers, the Faribault Bowl Center here in Faribault. Come on out. Enjoy moonlight bowling tonight. Faribault Coaches Show. We're doing a taped segment this morning with the head coach
Coach Jim Beckmann of the Bethlehem Academy Cardinals. Their season came to an end last night. 34-8 was the final score, and it just started on a really bad note. You got the opening kickoff, had the ball at the 25, I believe, and then you had a personal foul penalty that pinned you deep, and that was kind of a precursor of things to come.
Yeah, the wheels kind of fell off at that point, or at least on that initial series. Boys were pretty fired up this week. We had a good week of practice, and I thought we'd really be able to give Fillmore a run for their money. But we got backed up, and then we ran a play and had a fumble, and it bounced right into the arms of a Fillmore Central player, and then they only had about 20-25 yards to go, and you give them a short field like that, it's really tough to keep them out of the end zone.
And then on the very next series, a pick, they end up at the 30, your 30-yard line, and went in another quick score.
Yeah, we gave them, 3 really good field positions in that first quarter, and they capitalized on all of them, and that's what, really good teams do is you can't give them a short field like that because they'll capitalize on it, and they'll make you pay, and they did. And then, all of a sudden we were down 3 scores in the first quarter, and I thought we played a lot better in the second quarter. The guys kind of settled down, and we started to move the ball a little bit. And, we scored right before halftime, to make it a little bit, tighter game, or at least something that we could do something with. But then we just really couldn't get anything going in the second half either.
No, offensively, they really did a good job on your squad.
Yeah, like I said, they're a very good team. And, I was kind of thinking about must have been about the second quarter. I'm on the sideline and I'm watching, I'm going, I don't think I've ever seen 2 teams that had that much team speed playing each other in high school football, at least, not at my level. They're super fast. And I thought we had a lot of team speed, and we do. We've got some very, very quick kids that just go all over the field, but they matched us in every position. And so, it was I won't say it's a fun game to coach, but it was a great game to coach, watching a team that, very classy guys, they got a good coach. The sad part is that knowing that they're going to have to go face, I think, the number 2 QRF team in the state, Lester Prairie Holy Trinity. So you got probably the two top teams, if not out of the top 3, having to face each other in the first round of state. So, you're going to lose one of the top teams in the state, next week when they play. So you hate to see that happen. It'd be nice if the state could spread it around, but I understand with geographics and, not having teams travel a million miles, but too bad they couldn't do a seeding on, strength of schedule or something else, so you don't have the top 2 teams facing each other right away.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up, Jim, because the big schools do seed.
Yeah, and and I get it, and of course they're all in the metro, so it's a little bit they don't have the travel issues, so you can't take a team from way up in Pine River or something and bring them down to southern Minnesota. But it's we played both of those teams this year, both Lester Prairie. That was our first game of the season, and we lost to them, and of course we lost to Fillmore twice this year. So I've seen those teams up close, and they're quality teams. And I'm not saying that the other 6 teams in the Class A state tournament don't deserve to be there, but you kind of hate to see 2 of the top teams have to face each other right away. When I think I was looking at it this morning, there's number 15 and 16, I think something like that, QRF teams that are out there, and the number 1 and number 2 are having to play each other in the first round. So.
For those who didn't get a chance to listen or go to the game, Bo Bachman did go out in the first half, and I did not see him back.
Yeah, Bo unfortunately strained a hip flexor, and that kid's just got so much hurt. He tried to go back a couple times. The trainer checked him out and said, well, he can't do any more damage to it, and he tried to make a go a couple of times on defense, and then even at halftime, trainer wrapped it up, seeing if we could help that out a little bit, but he just couldn't get back. And he's a big loss on the defensive and the offensive side of the ball, so that didn't help us either. So, and Oliver Linneman got dinged up in the third quarter, got his knee a little hurt, and I know that hampered him probably the rest of the game. And so, but that's single A football when you don't have a whole lot of depth on these guys, and if somebody gets dinged up, it can really hurt you. Staying healthy is one of the big things to having a successful season.
Well, your touchdown was a good one there in the first half. You had a 37-yard touchdown pass from Veland to Linneman. It was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, Oliver just runs great routes, and he's got so much speed. And then, Elliott's just got a great touch on the football. And, when those two are clicking together, they've made a lot of great plays this year, just like, between him and Hudson Dillon and Charlie King. So, unfortunately, we lose Charlie this year. He's going to head off to college. I think he's planning on playing at Mankato State. I think he's a verbal commit at this time. So he's going to be a huge loss because he's been a big player for us on both sides of the ball for, 4 years. But I got a lot of guys coming back that are super talented and work really hard in the off season. So coaches, we got together last night after the game, and we were, chatting a little bit, and it's like, you're always sad, but we're excited about next year. Coaches are always, optimistic and undefeated again this time of year for next season. But we're looking forward to it because we just got, lots of great young boys that are coming back, and they're going to make a difference. And it'll be fun to get out in the field. 9 months away, and I'm already excited about it.
No, you should be. I liken your team this year to Fillmore Central last year. They were young last year and gave Rushford Peterson a good game in the section final, came back fully focused, more senior dominated this year, and I think that'll be your team next year.
Well, certainly hoping that it works out that way. So,
you only have 5 seniors on this team, am I right?
Yep, we got 5 seniors. One of them was a transfer to BA. Unfortunately, High School League never gave us approval to allow them to play, so I really had 4 guys that were eligible. So, really good guys. Obviously, they're the first group of seniors that I started coaching as a freshman when I was a head coach. So, they've meant a lot to me, and no matter when you end your season, whether it's first round, second round, third round, state tournament, it's always a very emotional night when those seniors realize and you realize that your time together has come to an end, and it doesn't matter whether you got 5 seniors or 15 of them. It's just tough, and we say goodbye. Of course, we'll see each other some more, but you do that last hug on the football field last time you'll be together, and it's just always tough. You know it's coming, but you just hate it as a coach because you hate to get to that moment where you just got to move on.
Well, Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy delivery of the game. Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy out of Owatonna. By the way, they're serving a free chicken dinner to veterans on Veterans Day from 11 to 7 at Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy in Owatonna. Really neat gesture. One guest gets half off their meal as well. Our Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy delivery was the Linneman reception from Veland Pass, the score there in the first half for the Cardinals. And we named the 5 seniors, Coach, our Malika's Auto Body Crunch Time Farable players of the game: Hunter Conrad, Damon Nikolai, Charlie King, Kyle Ernst, and Noah Ardolph.
Oh, that's good. Those guys deserve that kind of honor and recognition because they provide leadership and great plays throughout their careers at Bethlehem Academy, and they're going to be greatly missed.
And you already mentioned that Mr. King's going to go on and play football. Any of the others, you think?
No, none of the other seniors this year are interested. I know I got a lot of those juniors are talking to me about wanting to play at the next level. So, and I'm sure they're going to get some interest because they're very talented athletes. So it'll be fun to see what their future plans are.
Somebody pointed out to me, I think one of your assistant coaches last night, I happened to see him as I was going back to the press box after, heading over to the taco stand that was over there. Anyway, he had mentioned to me, and I had forgotten this now, and you've talked about it here on the show in the past. You went to that new defense, and guys really weren't acclimated to it when you played Rushford Peterson the first time. So he thought you guys would have a really good success against them.
Yeah, so we've gotten better and better with our 3-5. I think we'll probably use it again next year. But, yeah, early on in the season, the first time we saw, Fillmore at Game 3, and, it was just a little bit it was very new to him. I thought we played better, but they just, overwhelmed us. So it is what it is. And like I said, they got, they're just stacked across the entire board. Their skill positions, their line, very active. Their linemen are very quick and very fast as well. So, extremely well coached, just very talented kids. And, like I said, they're very focused because they were where we were at last year. I'm sure when they lost, I think it was like, 8-7 game or something like that. I know it was really tight between them and Rushford. And I'm sure that really focused all those juniors on that Fillmore team after that loss last year in the section championship game. And like I said, you come back with a vengeance.
Hey, you almost knocked them off in the semis last year down in Harmony. That was a great game.
Yeah, I think that one probably hurt more than the loss last night, just because we led that entire game, and with a minute and 2 seconds to go, their quarterback had a great pass and a great reception, and were able to go up by six points and end up winning the game. But when you lead a game the entire time and kind of lose it right at the end, that one really stung last year. So we'll see. They've beaten us 4 times in a row now. Twice last season, the playoffs and regular season, and now again this year. So boys will have something to prove next year, because I'm sure the sections are gonna realign this year with the high school league. But talking to Mr. Friesen, it doesn't appear that they're going to do a whole lot of changing. So I'm sure we'll be seeing the same guys, during the regular season and the playoffs again.
Hey, thanks, Jim. I appreciate your time. You have a great weekend.
All right, you too, Gary. Thanks much, and have a safe trip up to St. John's. Maybe we'll see you up there.
Yeah, maybe we will. Jim Beckmann, he's the head coach of the Cardinals of Bethlehem Academy. Of course, he's a Johnny grad and loves to promote his Johnnies. You got to love the passion.
Fairway Meat and Grocery is a proud sponsor of Faribault Area Athletics. Fall is tailgating time. Are you planning your tailgate party? Fairway Meat and Grocery has all your game day party favorites with USDA choice steaks, fresh produce, snacks, and meat and cheese trays. Fairway meets all your game day needs. Shop online for curbside pickup or grab our weekly ad when you shop the store. Fairway Meat and Grocery is open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs.
Costco Depot in Owatonna is hiring, and they have new wages. If you have the desire to work in a fast-paced, fun environment with a diverse group of people, look no further. Costco is hiring people at the Costco Depot located in Owatonna. They are hiring entry-level position and returns employees in both refrigerated and dry environments. Their new starting pay is $18.50 an hour and after accrued hours and years of service. Top scale is $27.95 an hour with bonus. Great benefits for full and part-time employees. Apply online at Costco.com. Costco is an equal opportunity employer.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
And boy, did we see an outstanding performance by the Faribault Falcon volleyball team this week. They almost knocked off the 4th-ranked team in the state, Casson Manorville. It was a 5-set thriller, and I was as shocked as anybody. They played very, very well, put up an awesome block, and it was a good way to end the season.
Yes, absolutely. I knew a little bit about that game, or the match after it happened, and congratulations to those young ladies. They did a great job this year.
Darn near pulled it off. I mean, darn near. And Ross, tell us a little bit about G&H Properties.
Oh, I'd love to, Gordy. Thank you very much. Yes, G&H Property Management, located in beautiful downtown Faribault in the Depot Square building, right across the street from the post office. A little bit of association management news today. We have a fairly good-sized footprint. I go up to Bloomington and manage a condo association up there. Lots of area associations in the Northfield, Dundas, Faribault area. And tonight, I'm going over and speaking to an association in Madison Lake. So might be expanding our footprint a little bit to the west. So if you're in, if you can hear our voice, I'd love to talk to you about managing your townhome or condo association. So give us a call, 507-334-3499.
Bottom line, Royal, is you take the headache out of having to manage that, right? You guys handle all the nitty-gritty hard work.
Yep, that's what we're there for, is to basically remove the headaches from the association board of directors and deal with all the vendors and all the collection of the dues and pay all the bills and work with the vendors and scheduling and everything. So we try our best to take away the headaches, and those board of directors are volunteer positions, so I try to make it as easy on them as I can.
I was just going to mention, Royal, that they still have their own local voice in it. That's the key component as well.
Oh, yes. The board of directors for an association makes all the decisions. I'm the servant. That's the way I describe our services. I'm the servant to the board of directors, but they get to make all the decisions. I'm not an agent for them. I can't bind them into contracts or anything like that. That's all done by the board of directors, which must be made up of owners in the homes. So it's very hands-on for the association. Our work takes their hands off of it.
Sounds very efficient. Hey, thanks, Royal. Appreciate you coming in for the taping, and hopefully that's the next week. Carlton will be at home, so we'll be live at Bashers.
Yes, I look forward to being live at Bashers next week with you, Gordy, and travel safe and have fun up at that Carlton and Johnny's game.
Yeah, we'll have that on Power 96 this afternoon. Of course, St. Olaf is on KDHL. That'll wrap up our Coach's Show. Again, our taped edition this week due to heading off to St. John's University in Collegeville, Minnesota. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks again to all of our super sponsors.